What the fuck is up? I don't know. We're gonna find out what's on the ground. Hope everyone's doing wonderful today. Hoping I can make a couple videos for you tonight, because I'm praying I get a root canal tomorrow. I've only been waiting to get this tooth fixed for 1 year since the filling fell out, and it went all the way to the core. I mean, there's barely anything between here and there on that tooth. It's just hanging out for dear life. And I already went to the dentist, paid him $150 just to get an x-ray, and then got insurance, had to wait fucking 4 or 5 months. Everything's gonna work out. I pray, because the funny thing is, he started bugging me like real bad every day over just a couple 3 days ago. And I'm like, shit. And I wasn't even thinking about it because the way shit is. And then I get a notice on my phone today, hey, you got that dentist appointment tomorrow. I'm like, I do. I do. Please God, please God. So I might not be able to make videos for a couple days because who knows how that's gonna go. But I wanted to start this first reading. Maybe there'll be a 3-part series. Maybe they'll be different. I've had a lot of ideas today, but I haven't put anything down to paper, and we're just riding by the seat of our pants. And this will be called Baby Baba, Casting Ahead. And I reset all my decks, so there is no reversals unless I make them now by accident. And we're just beginning. So let's see. First of all, what Divine Feminine wants to lead this reading. Please come through Spirit. Show me what you're working with. We cut to Diana. Princess Di. Still alive. Give you a good look at her. Queen of the Wilderness. The language of the natural world is a frequency of love. This is my mother tongue. God bless her. Look, holy shit, she got the bow and arrows. Put her on the left. I'll take the second one. And hold back the third one. The third one was Sekhmet. We'll just keep that to ourselves for right now. Second one is Teresa of Avila, Our Lady of the Interior Life. Here she is. She's got the dove. And a quill. And a heart. It's just the edge of a mountain with the cross on it, like they got in Brazil. A stained glass window off to the side. I trust the answers I find within me. I know that the presence of love is real. We'll put her on the right. Let's get a couple dad cards. See what he's got to say. What he wants to begin with before we decide what we want to say. Today. My mom's got all these medicines, but the best like drug she has, like for a drug, is just gabapentin. which works for some things, but it works on the same receptors as alcohol. On the spinal column, there's these GABA receptors that numb the body, and that's what ends up getting when you get all woozy and shit and you feel numb. That's the GABA receptors interacting with the alcohol. But gabapentin, like, obviously it's direct, and so you don't feel drunk. But if you drink on it, that shit works. You get a couple drinks and all of a sudden you're like, whoa, that was quick. I took one of those today. It wasn't working. It's weird, this tooth. It's like up and down. It'll quit hurting. I'm like, oh, good. 5 minutes later, I'm like, oh, it's throbbing. So I took a second gabapentin, knowing that, like, probably if one doesn't work, two won't work. But if two doesn't work, well, then this ain't going to do nothing for nobody. I take two. My tooth starts getting stronger of, oh, I feel fine. Oh, my God, it hurts so bad. Oh, I feel fine. Get to Walmart. My chest is just suddenly heartburn on fire, like just right here, right on my heart. And then that goes away after 5 minutes. I get home and I realize, oh shit, this gabapentin, I bet you it's got my blood pressure up. And that's the thing that's making it hurt, even though I shouldn't be in any pain. And since I took two of those mothers, put me down. It's still fucking with me. And I was out of antibiotics. Then this weird thing happens. The only way that shit ever works right, out of the blue. So me and my mom, my sister at the Walmart, right? And my sister's like, oh, well, I actually have a script for a tooth I just got done. That's weird. You went to the dentist? Yeah. Okay. And the weird thing is, her husband, who I ran into at church, who I found out the reason he goes to that church is because his father was the pastor of that church. How fucking Father, Son, Holy Spirit, son of a bitch, oh goddamn, accidentally, nothing. There ain't no coincidences. Show up on Palm Sunday, I don't even know. But he's going to the dentist tomorrow too. I guess the whole family's getting a fucking tooth job this week. Oh, my sister has to go back in on Thursday. Holy crap. I haven't been to the dentist in, I don't even know. I'm going to get that x-ray in December. I still have two teeth problems, but one is a little cavity that's kind of in a spot where as long as I take care of it, shit, I go 5 years with that cavity. It ain't gonna bug me. The other one, the filling fell out, and it's already had a root canal, but they didn't finish the job or whatever. It didn't get a crown, and so then it's like rotting because it doesn't get any nutrients. And then the filling fell out, so it's kind of like a hollowed out spot between two teeth where I got half a tooth and then a full tooth. And so I can't chew on this side because it just plugs in there. Not as bad now that it's like busted out, but man, and that happened during COVID. So that one's been that way for like 4 years. I've only been able to chew on this side, and then that happened. I'm like, oh, son of a, and it's not. It was just the work that I had done popped out. Spirit's weird like that. I only got one cavity. I probably got a couple more, but the only one you could see. That's pretty good for not going to the dentist for like 15 years. And all the damn, probably had fucking 50,000 cigarettes since then. Probably like a kilo of ice and probably like 4 or 5 kilos of marijuana. Not to mention all the shit I ate. I don't even know. There's some magical protection on that shit. His dad wants to come through with the Shaolin Master. Aww. Bad mofo. He's got the flame the internally flamed yin-yang above his fist here, like the chi of qigong, of possessing the power, and just by having the fist, you're transmitting it. And the other one, he's got the praying mantis, which that's a scary bitch. You're like, yeah, come fuck me. Thanks for your head. Reminds me of somebody I know. Be graceful in movement and action. Well, that goes good with, and he's got the dragon behind him. That goes good with Diana. That's the balance of the wild. She's a man, he's got the dragon and the powers with him. He's even got the bitch on his fucking hand. He's already lost his head. He'll take your head without even moving. But if he touches you, you're dead. You might as well not even make an enemy. And Diana, she's got the bow and arrow. She's like, what? If you've seen me, you're already dead. Like, I'm the nymph. I'm in the trees and everything. Like, I'm the snake that'll, like, curl up under your pillow when you're not looking. And then when you fall asleep, then you get bit on the neck and you'll be dead in a moment. Like, what are you going to do to me? Like, you don't even have to pull an arrow. And with Teresa Avila, Dad comes up, has the other opposite, the balance with it. That would you think would go with the wilderness, but really goes to Our Lady of the Interior Life. This is Dad's heart. Look, get the lady and the apple. One split open. She's got the star in it. You know, apple seeds are coated in arsenic. And I don't know if it's true or not, because of all the whatevers. But they say somewhere that it's possible that you might be able to kill cancer if you grind up and eat apple seeds in small doses. Now, don't quote me. If you try it, do it at your own risk. I mean, it's poison. But sometimes, you know, if you go under cancer treatment, that's fucking poison. There's all kinds of, I found a list one time of all these sacred medicines that kill cancer, certain plants and such. I don't know if I could ever find that list again, but, and speaking of this, so another thing, I don't know if this is true or not, so don't quote me. I mean, you can quote me, but use it at your own risk. That, so mangoes, when mangoes are green, then the peel on them contains a lot of the same chemical, I can't think of the name right now, of what is in poison oak, poison sumac, and poison ivy. But it's in a small dose or whatever. And if you eat the peel, the amount of it in there, supposedly, at one time in ancient India, a woman would eat partially green mangoes with the peels during the time when they're having sex, like kind of like a contraceptive, a few days before, during, and after. And the amount of that poison in the system will reject the baby if a woman's impregnated, and so it was a form of birth control. And supposedly, which when I eat mangoes, I do eat the skins. But by eating it like that, it also somehow raises your immunity to those things, I've heard. So but it's not like, you know, your plan is, okay, so I'm going to go be rolling in poison ivy the next couple days, next week. So for the next week, I'm going to eat green mangoes, partially green mangoes, and eat the skins. And then when I get into it, maybe I'll be protected. It's something to think about. I don't know. But nature's weird like that, Tigger. Enjoy growth and reap the rewards. See, we got two Divine Feminine cards, but they kind of come out like the man split in half. Pick two masculine cards. We got one woman. She's like the serpent on the tree handing out I love you. And then the other one is, I'm a badass, but I don't want to hurt nobody. I only kick my own ass. Wonderful. Great balance. Well, while we're picking out people to lead our reading, let's get in Egyptian. Let's get 2 of them, just to make it nice and equal. And I'm not at all doing any of the types of readings that I had planned on doing, but maybe I'll do those in the future. Because I kind of want to plan them out. But we're not there yet. There's no reason to do any planning. It's kind of better to fly by what we got, by the feather, right now, as all over the world, here, there, and everywhere, is being folded. And it's best just to ride the river, is where I'm at. So, we'll pull these out, 2 off the top. And we got, on the bottom, we got mutt being ordinary. Yeah. No. Ooh. Damn, it couldn't have been much better than this. We got the Divine Mother. Newt. Number 4, understanding. I believe it's at Rosicrucian Park. Or maybe it's not at Rosicrucian Park. Maybe it's in one of their other temples, but I believe so. They have a room that's set up like a tomb, and the ceiling is painted in the stars and as Newt's body over the pharaoh's grave. Above it, we got Horus, but only his head with the red sun and the Uraeus riding in the boat. And that's because, well, if we're talking about Newt, we're talking about creation before Isis was even born, before Osiris was born. But Horus, in the light, has always been the way. She was the first, and she was the darkness. There was no light, there was no matter, there was no stars, there was no planets, there was nothing. And then boom, then she's like, oh, now I'm everything. Oh, is everybody the darkness then? How could everybody and everything is her? But she just came from nothing. So then that's a paradox in itself. And so somehow he's the leader, and he didn't come until after all the other gods are born. And then in the middle of the story, his dad gets killed and comes back for one day and then leaves. And his mom's like, look, I got everybody by the balls. And in the boat, we have every one of us, the human being, all innocent, and holding this feather, the eye of protection and warning, telling everyone in front of spiritual people, don't fuck with me. I'm blind, deaf, and dumb. God is leading the way, and nobody knows how to fucking channel this shit. Don't come up against me, because there is no me. You knock your own ass down. Love you. Here's a feather. And behind, weirdly, there's the oars and the snake. Snake's riding behind the initiate. And here on the bottom, that we didn't pull his card, is Geb, the Lord of the Earth. When, in our day and age, and through history, it's been flipped. The Divine Mother is in the ground in all things. She's the stars and all that too. But every definition point is Geb. And so the two together, twisted into the matter and consciousness, is Sophia. But then that's where knowledge is dangerous, and the mind attacks itself and also calls things to itself. But then when it calls them, like, since it's not reaching out and be like, hey, here's $5, I'll take that off the shelf, then it starts moving everybody else around to like shift things. And then, oh, you're like, oh, hey, here's what I needed. Yeah, but it fucking changed everybody else to get here. And so that's why they had to bury her and say that Sophia was the demiurge, the monster. Because she's too powerful. The knowledge is dangerous. And then they called her the Holy Spirit. And they had to bury and hide the Divine Mother and things until somebody could come and straighten that shit out. It's the best I can tell you. So understanding, Newt. And then, well, I guess here's the best dad card, I guess. We got the Pharaoh before the Pharaohs, the Rider before the Riders, the weight without a weight that's heavier than all the motherfuckers on the whole planet. Yeah, Mr. Nobody. Who owns Atlantis? Ta. Skill. Number 15. If you had it with Newt, we got 19. We got the S. Snake year. Self. Well, we got 6 cards out. How good my tooth is subsiding. I want to say, things are so weird. So, I was store with my mom, and she ended up paying for the things that I needed. The $5 for. Oh, I want to tell you about. So then my sister's like, oh, but I got a script there for antibiotics. I'm like, no kidding. Well, I've been stretching out one bottle for 4 months, and only whenever it hurts, I take one, and then boom, it knocks it down. I'm like, oh, thank God. And then, because I only got like 20, 30 pills, and it's lasted all the way up until 3 days ago. That's good, right? Use as directed. Yeah, God knows. I don't know. And she's like, oh, but it's been like 2 weeks or whatever. And I had that procedure done like a month and a half ago. They probably don't even have it. We get up to the counter. She's like, we'll go check. We get up to the counter in there, and the girl that helps us is like, no, there's nothing here, whatever. But then my sister is like the master in the family, as the baby, as the most innocent one, leading like the boss. She can't do no wrong. She's got way too much on her plate, and she's carrying that shit. Like, goddamn. My sister impresses me. Like, weirdly, she'd be like the perfect wife for me. If like somehow magically today Mark disappeared and I was married to Jackie, like, we're in the perfect spot and we just picked the whole thing up. But everyone's learning their own lessons and it's all shuffled and mixed together. But then Mark and I are meeting on the back end, but we don't even talk. But he's the one that had the pastor dad. But then I show up on Palm Sunday on accident and called to the place at the same time. And then I only find it out the next day or a couple days later. But whatever. This shit's crazy, right? So then my sister's we're at the counter, and then somebody from behind the counter is like, Jackie, what'd you need? And she talks a lot. Like, she's just like me, but about different things. Like, you can almost call it gossip, but not, because innocence just talks. You know, like, you can't hold shit against Jackie. It's just like you can't hold shit against me. Like, I don't know. And the guy's like, well, what do you need? Well, I had this, and she's kind of bending the truth a little. And I'm like, it's for some antibiotics. And the guy's like, oh, I'll take care of it. I got you, Jackie. And gave her, I've never, when you get pills, they never fill it to the top. This bottle was fucking full. And she's like, well, I got a stitch in here, but I got to go back because like the stitch ripped out and now it's not going to heal right and shit. So I need some of those too. Yeah, but I wasn't going to get them, but you brought it up. So now I got her antibiotics and she got the antibiotics for me. And then she didn't have her ID, but we were there to get antibiotics for me, but she had ones that she left behind that weren't even on the list and got them anyway. She's like, oh, well, mom's going to have to show her ID if we do. And then, well, didn't have to show ID for it. She got real good insurance for like $4. And mom covered a couple things I needed. Cat litter, because fuck if I'm carrying 40 pounds of cat litter 2 miles. I've done that shit. And I got the good kind, which is like $25, but there's only one kind. You get the box with 4 bags in it, a Fresh Step, either the extreme or the regular, either one. That is the best cat litter. Maybe if I'm wrong, you know, drop a comment below. But of all the kinds I've ever tried, that one's the best because for one, it comes in 4 bags. You get like 40 or 42 pounds or something. It used to be $20, like you get on Chewy, maybe cheaper. But obviously, you have to get like $50 to get a discount, and then you gotta wait for it. But it'll come to your house, so you don't have to carry shit, you know. But that one clumps the best. Even if they don't cover up their shit, it's like dry enough and whatever that just sucks the scent out pretty quick. It dries that shit up. It works better than any other. It's a Fresh Step. But that, eggs, which I can't believe, for like, it's like $10 for 18 eggs. Holy smokes. And I got a gallon of milk. And that was all I got. What is that, you know, like $40 worth of stuff. Mom covered that. So I appreciate that. Things are healing themselves. And then she's like a week ago, I was like, you got roast in the fridge. And she's like, yeah. That was still when Dad was here, but he's in Minnesota. And she's like, I'm going to make that tonight. I'm like, no shit. Fuck, I love roast. She's like, Glenn hates roast. I'm like, what? I could eat that shit every day. Because I love mashed potatoes anyway. And then I like horseradish and roasts all season. That's just the best. So then she goes, they drop me off. I'm like, I'll catch up with you in a couple hours, you know, when you get the roast made. But then because of the gab pet and everything, Mom made the dinner, and then I wasn't there. I just sent her a text. I'm like, I'm crashing. I gotta wait. I'm gonna wait till Jackie brings me the car, or whatever. So we can go to the dentist tomorrow. And so then Mom took care of me. Everything's taken care of. But then I don't show up for dinner when, fuck, I want to be there for dinner. So I come by at like 11 o'clock because my sister has so much stuff to do with 5 people in the house, 5, 6. And I go over there and she's sleeping. Got the roast, perfectly made. It's still warm. She hasn't even had any, all in foil on the stove. So then and it's probably the best meal I've had all year. How weird's that? But I would have wanted to eat it with her, you know. Shit's working out. It just works out how it does. I don't know. Trust, believe. God take care of it. Let's see. Who wants these 2 cards? Oh, 3. So, we got the Pillar of Light. We got this female figure on the horizon. The light above her, and this looks almost like an eye. 2 eyes, but they're like slanted. Oh, it's like, it's almost like the moon, but not. It says, your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. 2951. Every time I look up, it's been 51 about, or 1414. Then we got I'm Rama. No, Im Rama. Backwards it says Ama RMI. Amarmi. Am I an army or am Ama experienced and I'm backwards? Oh, am I or not am I? Who am I? Mom, can you tell me who I am? Where are you being called to journey to? Well, I'm supposed to go to Venice and Patagonia and the Vatican, India, the UK, the White House, Japan, Egypt, probably somewhere else in Africa. Africa's so big. I go visit my pygmy people. Then we got protection. We get the eclipse with the ladies in a circle. Call back your power. Cut the cords. Soul retrieval. That makes sense as the third card. Because fear sends out a frequency of protection. But at the same time, especially the way the world has been folded, it also calls danger upon you because it sends out that signal. Which is one reason why meth had to be introduced to double balance society, because it puts you in that frequency. And so it sends it out whether you're on the internet or not. It sends out that warning. It calls all the dangers to come and challenge you at the same time as it tells everybody stay the fuck away. And they don't have to see you. Like it transmits it far and wide from everybody who's hitting that pipe. And so then the person in the next house is all of a sudden feeling different. Their animals are acting different. So that's the joke behind the signs. Meth, watch. Who's watching who? God's on the phone everywhere. You better not be paying too much attention to who's on drugs, because if you're looking at them, you're on it too. If you're pointing fingers, they already got all the fingers on them. They don't need one more.